Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's the Master Gamer giving you a brand new video, and this is going to be the final play in the single back Ytrips scheme in the New England Patriots playbook. Broke it all down on the channel. This is the final play. If you're looking for the rest of it, there's a playlist on the homepage. Just click on that. It'll take you to all, I think, 7 or 8 videos on this offense. And now we're adding the final play to put all the pieces together. That play is going to be PA draw shot, as you can see right here. So in this play, all you're going to want to do is put the tight end A or X on a streak and put the outside solo receiver X or square on a drag, and then just block the running back. And that's all you really have to do. It's a pretty simple play concept. Now, you use the streak to pull up your hook zones and your deep blues for the post, and also to get the hook zones out of the ways for the drag. Then if they don't have any deep blues, it's a pretty easy option just to throw. Obviously your post is just a post, it's very good. Drag, it's a drag underneath, you have a high-low over the middle. And then I'm gonna show you this, you know, we gotta have some glitch in here, right? It wouldn't be a fair offense if there was no glitch that we could use to kind of attack defenses in different ways. In this video, that's the one that has it. So this is just a stock cover 2 right now. And as you're gonna see, the streak is wide open up the middle. Now against cover 2, you're going to see this open up if they don't base align. The wheel on the sideline, the cloud plays low because he ends up pressing the drag, or he ends up pressing the post rather, so he ends up getting wide open. Now also, you have the drag because it's a drag, and that's going to be open as well. I got shed, but it was there. And again, this is also before a shade up, so a lot of times people are going to shade up to take away the isolation, which is also going to force the zones to play a little higher up, which is going to leave that even more open. And then boom, as we can see, an easy 10 yards, juke out the rest. Again, so we're throwing to all these receivers against a cover 2 style of defense fairly simply. It's nothing too crazy. And Aaron Donald is just angry, but point being that that post is wide open. Let's just show you here. I don't need to run it again. You can see he gets kind of pressed, and then he crosses the hook zone, and he's just wide open. I mean, wide open for a solid 20-30 yard gain. And I mean, he only has one man to beat. If you could make him miss, you have somebody to spin, you have a Tyreek Hill. It's very easy to score touchdowns on these against cover 2. Now, if they press at a cover 2, you're going to see what's just a super glitch. I don't know why it happens, but this corner on the right side of the field gets dumbed out. And the hash doesn't matter, by the way. It's just as long as it's a cloud flat, the guy's going to get dumbed out. And as you're going to see here, I mean, it's just going to leave your wheel route wide open. I mean, I don't know what the cloud is doing. I don't know why it happens, but like that's about as free as yards as you can get. So we'll take you right here to show you exactly what this guy did. I have no idea. He just dumbs out. He just runs towards the middle. He doesn't know what he's doing. And then obviously you have the entire sideline to throw to your slot receiver Julio Jones. And again, make one man miss and you score a touchdown. So it's a very explosive play against a cover 2 style of defense. Now obviously if they press and play hard flats, well, I mean, to maybe counter the glitch, I mean, it's just going to get open because it's a hard flat. So this is a very good play at attacking cover 2, but obviously I wouldn't just show you a play that's only good against cover 2. So now I'll show you guys some cover 3. Obviously we're going to use deep quarters because, well, quite frankly, that is the zone that most people use when they're in cover 3. They actually use deep quarters. And we'll shade down because, again, that's generally what you see. And same setup doesn't change. And as you're going to see right here, you still have the drag, you still have the post, and you still have the wheel. So again, I'm going to throw all 3 of them. And again, if they drop deep blues or something like that where they leave the streak wide open, it's wide open. But for the most part, you are going to be targeting the other 3 routes. So here I'll show you the wheel route. Right as it crosses, you can fit it in that window. Sometimes that deep blue zone does play a little bit better than other times, and you just kind of have to read it. It's not a mandatory read. It's not something that like you have to make by any means. So if you're not comfortable throwing that, that's fine. But for the most part, it's a very throwable pass. You'll probably see it right here. Yeah, especially with the receiver like Julio Jones to kind of get that aggressive catch on the sideline. He'll be fine to catch that, especially in mutt. It's worth noting, the closer you are to the right hash, the more open that's going to be, just because of spacing the players. So say I move to the right hash here, right? That wheel route is actually going to be a lot more open than he is on the middle of the field. So maybe you don't want to look at that receiver if you're on the left hash if you don't trust it. That's fine, but just know closer to the right hash, it's going to get more and more open. Get on this right hash, boom, and then there it is. And then if you have something fast enough, you might be able to score 6 there, which is kind of crazy. Let's go over the other routes just to finish up real quick on this cover 3 style of defense. Again, very simple. I showed the drag. Now I'll show you the post. Most of the time you don't want to leave that play action, but I left it there by accident. And again, it's a lot harder to score on that post against cover 3 because there's 2 people back there, really 3. But again, it's really just an explosive play overall. One of those plays that's going to give you a lot of chunk yardage. And again, I'll show the drag right here. You can see the hook zone got pulled all the way up to follow the streak, leaving the drag wide open. Now, the one thing that you do need to be aware of, if they have cloud flats and they're baselined, the cloud flat will man up to the wheel. So it's a very simple read, but just know that at that point you can't throw the wheel. Now, that being said, the drag gets super wide open on the sideline. Like, super wide open because the flat zone isn't there. So it does open up something else for you. It's just something that you have to be aware of. Just in general, you need to be aware of that. Now, we're on a man coverage style defense. Well, what do we have for man coverage? Obviously, we have options. Now, we're going to simulate a cover 0 blitz just by spying the safety real quick to prove the point. And watch the wheel route just torch the man. And again, that's kind of where you want to have your fast guy in this offense. So a Tyreek Hill right there is just going to toast whoever's on him. Granted, if there's no deep blue. If there's a deep blue, you want to look away from that read. But a lot of times, if people call man coverage, they're in a cover 0 blitz. They're sending a lot of pressure, and they're trying to get to the quarterback. Obviously, it's a very quick read, so you kind of can't do that against this play. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at the drag. We're going to look at the post. Whichever one they don't lurk, throwing it. The drag didn't get too much separation there. Again, that's not the fastest receiver. It's not the best receiver in the game. Obviously, if we have someone better there, probably need a little more separation. More than likely you will. So it's not really a problem and anything to worry about. But again, generally, you want to have faster receivers in general. So it's also worth noting. And also, if you have a faster tight end, there is that window to throw to him and pass it inside, but that you really need to have a mismatch there. So just to more than likely ignore that player against straight man coverage. But it is worth saying. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. I mean, it's a very simple route combo, simple play. So the drag right here, gain 5 yards, and that's okay. Again, make sure if you have 5 yards, take your 5 yards. You don't need to do anything too crazy. And that's really all there is to it. Every single receiver on the field is a read. You stretch the field vertically and horizontally. And it really is a play that can do it all. And this is going to be the final play in the Ytrips offensive mini scheme. Next week, I'm probably going to be starting a new scheme. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this yet, but that is what we're going to do. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Hope you guys like this video. If you guys want to see more of this offense, it is in the channel. All you got to do is look for the Ytrips Scheme playlist, and it is in there every single one of the videos. If you want to start running this offense, there's the place you want to go. As always, guys, I hope this video helped you out. It's been the Master Gamer, and I'm out. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Master Gamer here. Tell you about a giveaway we're running on the channel up until January 8th. It's going to be for $100 Xbox and PS4. All you got to do is look on all my videos, and 1 to 2 videos per week. We're going to have a special code hidden inside the video. Enter that code on this link here. It's going to be mastergamer.com/code. That's all you got to do to enter. It'll be ending on January 8th, the date of the CW Madden Classic Special.